Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are redoing Bee's house on my island, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this was not the original video that I had intended to put out. I wasn't able to complete the video that was supposed to go out today, so I pushed that back on my content calendar. It'll come out another time, don't worry about it. It's really not that important, but a little backstory on this. So I had a camper. It was Ed the horse, the one that kind of looks like the Walmart version of Julian, except not. He's just like a blue horse with the yellow hair that's in like a side part covering part of his eye or whatever, and he's not a unicorn. So either way, we swapped him out for Bee because I have her amiibo, and I originally was going to try and get Ed to move in. I was contemplating it because I am still very casually trying to get everybody's photo and poster. I've been slacking on that because it's such a long and arduous process. However, we got Bee, she replaced Marlo, and we are redoing her house, as you can see here. This means now that 5 out of the 10 villagers that live on my island are the normal personality type. But you know what? That's okay. Her and Nan and Chevra are not permanent residents. They're like tourists, I'm calling them. Because the lore of my island is that like I have 6 residents: Bones, Agnes, Genji, Blue Bear, Goldie, Ellie, and Punchy. And I know that that's 7. I originally said 6. I think I meant 7. And then the other 3 are just like tourists because I want to rotate them out. Originally, Bones was going to be part of that 4 that I would rotate out, but I loved him so much that he's staying permanently. He's just so stinking cute, and I really like the area that I put his house in on my island when we were like redoing everything originally, and I'm gonna leave the playlist for that down in the description as well because that was a process, and this island has gone through so many different iterations of itself, like different layouts. By the way, we're on my launch island. We're on Fawn, obviously. We're not on Clover. We haven't really done anything with Clover. I've been playing a lot in the background. I haven't really been like recording anything. I've just been going day by day. I've been trying to build up the island, like do pathing and place furniture and kind of get a layout going because we do need to get to 5 stars in order to unlock the gold watering can recipe, which we will then need to craft eventually because we need to get that stamp card for the Nook Miles of all the golden tools. I'm calling it a stamp card. It's a Nook Miles card. Although I guess it is stamps. I guess when you do claim Nook Miles, it looks like you're getting like a stamp. I'm also thinking of the stamp card from Pokopia because I've been playing so much Pokopia, like a mixture of that and Animal Crossing, and I do like that some of the buttons are the same for Pokopia and Animal Crossing. Like you press X to access your pockets in both and you hold down B to run or whatever, but I haven't really done anything in terms of content creation for Pokopia. I just got it a few days ago when I'm recording the audio for this, and I talked about the whole process of setting up my Switch 2 and how stressful that was for me in the previous video that I posted where we did a VIP room for Bangle, which was also on this island. So I know that like the last several videos here have been build or design related videos, and that's purely because I've been so busy. I really have been. And I do want to keep posting content here, and that's on me for not getting ahead of the game with the content calendar because usually I'm on it. Like usually I'm a week or 2 ahead. It's just this time I wasn't, and now I'm paying for it. It's my fault. You know what? I am living out the consequences of my actions, but I do like my job. I think it's really cool. I've been in some very interesting meetings with some really interesting people lately. It's really interesting to be able to like speak with these people. It's all like accessibility related and stuff because I am a project coordinator for the Audio Description Project, which is an initiative of the American Council of the Blind. And for those of you who don't know, I am low vision, which means that like I can see some stuff but not everything. So like smaller details, unless they're like close up to me, are hard for me to see, which is why my Switch is docked to like a 24-inch monitor so I can see it better and I'm able to like easily play it. I do also sometimes use the screen magnifier on the Switch, mainly with Pokopia. I don't really use it in Animal Crossing, but mainly with Pokopia because the text is so small in that game compared to the one in Animal Crossing. Like when you're hovering over items and the dialogue and stuff, the text in Animal Animal Crossing is so much bigger. It's easier for me to read. And in Pokopia, it's so tiny. And I talked about this in the previous video. I do have the largest text size on for the Switch 2, like in their accessibility settings, but that doesn't transfer over to the games. I think it's just for the console menus, which is better than nothing, but also I want it to transfer over to the games. Like, I know that would require more coding to make it like dynamic text. You know how like when you have an iPhone, and I'm using that as an example because I have an iPhone, I don't have an Android. There's a thing called dynamic text or large text or whatever in your accessibility settings. So you have like your normal text size under display and text size. And then in accessibility, you can like use extended text sizes or something. I think that's what it's called, where you can make it even bigger than whatever the biggest one is normally. And I have mine on a bigger text size because I can read it easier without having to hold my phone like 2 inches from my eyeball, even though sometimes I do have to hold my phone closely in order to see it, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going on a tangent. None of you really care about this probably. I didn't know what to do for Bee's house. Believe it or not, I did kind of look up what her favorite colors were, and it said green and teal or something, or blue and teal or aqua, something like that in that color range. And I did want to keep some semblance of that wall that she has, the chalkboard, the cafe chalkboard or whatever it's called, the menu one, the wallpaper. But I didn't want it on all 4 walls. You guys know how I feel when the space doesn't have natural lighting from windows. However, I really struggled with the layout, and I struggled with partitioning it off correctly, like with the flooring and stuff. I wish it were easier to put down different flooring. Come to think of it, I probably could have put down custom design flooring. Like, I think that there's a way to place custom designs as floor tiles. I haven't tried it. I think that would require going into the Nook phone, like as my player, and doing the custom design app like that way. I don't think I can do it in design mode, like in the top-down view where you can just grab and move stuff and delete stuff and whatever. I'm gonna have to try that in the future. I've never done it. I know you can like place it on the whole floor, but I'm pretty sure you can place it down as a singular tile. And while that would take longer, it would definitely help with sectioning off the flooring. Although the one thing that sucks is that there's no texture sound when you're walking on it, and I hate that. But I think that we got everything in there that we needed, all the essentials. You know, we have a sleeping space, we have the kitchen, which is the main focal point. I'm hoping she can actually cook at that stovetop. We'll have to test that out in the game. And we, of course, have the crafting bench because I didn't want to deal with her trying to replace anything with the crafting bench or an oven or whatever temporarily. I just wanted to like go with the layout that we had. Regarding her vacation home though, I did actually do one for her. I think it was a very long time ago. I'll have to go back and look like when it was, because you know how when you go into the Happy Home Paradise Planner Vacation app, whatever it's called, the Happy Home Network, that you can sort by recents or alphabetical. And I did alphabetical to try and find her easier, and I probably could have just gone and done like by time or whatever and seen when we did the vacation home, but it was much before I started doing this content here. So I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to go back and redo it. I need to visit it first on my own and see what we're dealing with. Potentially we might redo it, but that's not going to be the next video. I have plans for the next video. It's not going to be what I talked about earlier that I couldn't finish in time. That's kind of on the back burner. I need more time in the day. I also need 2 of me, I think, in order to be able to do everything. Because like, here's the thing. I'm really happy with my job, like I said earlier, but I also really want to keep putting content up here because I like you guys and I like the community that I've built, and I like doing it. Like, I really like the process of creating the content and also, you know, posting it for other people to see, because you guys have given good feedback and I love chatting with you in the comments and whatever, but there's just like not enough time in the day. And I know I had said initially, I think when I had announced that I got the job, I think I had said that I would try to upload on the normal schedule, but it might be a few days here and there that are missed, or maybe go twice a week instead of 3 times a week or whatever, just to like get a feel. And right now I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with my job just because I'm so new at everything and they're still kind of like training me and throwing stuff at me. So I think that like once I've been doing it more, I'll have more of a rhythm and then feel better about time when it comes to this, because this is definitely a side thing now versus like beforehand it was was the thing that I was doing. But now I have a full-time job, and this unfortunately has gone to the side. It is still important to me, but it's just like time-wise, I'm scared, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, we are done with the renovation. I really love how it came out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.